Good morning. Coming up here on GMA, the latest on the massive winter storm sweeping across the country that could bring the coldest Christmas in decades for millions, how it's affecting travel and your holiday deliveries. Also this morning, what Elon Musk is now saying about his future at Twitter. And we're talking all things Christmas with 4 days to go, the can't miss shipping deadlines, how to make sure grocery prices don't steal your holiday, discounts on gift cards, those stories and so much more right here on GMA.
Ahead in the next hour, GMSA, we're sharing the not-so-sweet side of artificial sweeteners, why they may not be good for your health. TransGuide this morning, we have had some problems, and right now you're looking at 410 in Culebra and a whole lot of first responder activity that's affecting the one side of the highway. Stephen Cavazos will have much more coming up.
This morning, a rollover crash on the west side of town leaves one woman dead and another in the hospital. We'll tell you more about it.
Cleanup is underway this morning following that deadly earthquake that rocked Northern California. Around this time yesterday morning, we will look at some of the aftermath.
And taking you outside with live cam, we are getting ready for a big chill to come our way. Justin is standing by with the forecast.
Live from KSAT 12. Good morning, San Antonio starts right now.
And a good morning to you. It is Wednesday. It is December 21st. Today's newscast has been dubbed affectionately the Bro Show because RJ Marquez is here along with the other guys. Hey, RJ.
Yeah, love to be with you guys on this Wednesday morning as people get ready for the holidays. Obviously, a lot of excitement in the air.
That's right. We've got a major traffic incident. We're going to talk to Stephen about that in just a moment. But right now, Justin is in for Mike Osterhage, who is headed out on holiday break. And Justin, we've been talking a lot about these bitterly cold temperatures. I love this morning that you're updating folks on how gusty these winds are about to become.
That's the other side to this. I think we've kind of prepared now for the cold. We've heard it for several days now, but what about the wind? We know the wind chills will be cold, but these gusty winds may also disrupt things in the sense that if you don't have your Christmas decorations tied down, they may be down the road by Friday morning with the way these winds are looking. We could see some gusts 40 to 45. So this is just another component of all this that you need to keep in mind. As we go outside for you right now, not a bad morning, 39. We've got some high clouds over top of us, northwesterly winds at about 3 miles per hour. And oh, by the way, today is the winter solstice. We go into winter today officially, and the Earth's axis is tilted away from the sun. So it's the shortest day and longest night in the northern hemisphere. It's going to feel like winter by the time we get into midday tomorrow. So this is right on schedule. 37 degrees at 8 o'clock, 42, 9 a.m. By noontime, 50 degrees, and then this afternoon, we're in the mid-50s, mid to upper 50s, mostly cloudy skies, and those winds will be light out of the south. But as we said, they become much more gusty northerly winds with that front tomorrow. We'll talk about all of that and time out that front for you once again. But let's get over to Stephen now. Unfortunately, not a great morning on the roads.
It's not, and it's actually in the same area of travel here, Justin. Check out 410 at Culebra. Those westbound lanes have been a problem all morning long. All right, let's get a wider look there at TransGuide. You can see that, of course, we do have a congestion that is actually slowly building out there. Originally, we had a deadly crash was reported earlier in the morning, and I spoke to our friends at TransGuide just a few moments ago. We know that that crash has already cleared out, and it does look like the highway has reopened. However, a little bit further down near Culebra, we have a secondary crash reported in the same lanes. 410 westbound right there behind me. You can see that traffic is just moving pretty slow, and we do have first responders out there as well. They've had quite the busy morning. But let's get you right there to the map, and that's where we see the red that just seems to be staying pretty much in the same area westbound. But again, this one just a little bit further back on Culebra Road. Again, 410 has been a problem, but we do know that there's been better updates where we had that deadly crash reported. It does look like the highway has reopened there, but still watch out for those first responders who are now working on that second crash. Wide look at the map does show a lot more green out there, so perfect time to take advantage of these empty roadways. But be on the lookout. We're going to watch this incident throughout the morning. 410 at Culebra, you can see that traffic is moving pretty slowly, one lane right now. But we'll get more updates throughout the morning and have you updated before your commute gets rolling. Mark, RJ.
Stephen, thank you. Here's the details on that early morning incident. A woman is dead after an early morning car accident. Here is what happened. It happened just after 2:30 this morning at Loop 410 at Highway 151. Police say two women in their 20s were in the car that rolled over. The driver was thrown from the vehicle. She died at the scene. The woman in the passenger seat is in the hospital right now. At this time, officers know exactly what caused the crash.
And we now know the name of the 27-year-old woman who was shot in the head while riding in a vehicle on I-10. The Bexar County Medical Examiner says she is Rain Rice from Del Rio. The shooting happened Saturday afternoon on I-10 near Colorado Street. According to San Antonio police, 4 adults and 2 children were traveling westbound on I-10 when a shot was fired in their direction, striking the woman in the head. Police are still searching for a suspect.
More than 11 years later, and police still don't know the people responsible for killing a woman who was at the wrong place at the wrong time. This is the woman who was killed, 52-year-old Alma Garcia. It happened on December 15th of 2011 on Cox Avenue near South Hackberry and South Presa Streets. And that's where San Antonio police say 2 men were in an argument that led to gunfire. A stray bullet hit and killed Garcia. Those suspects are still on the loose today. If you have any information that can lead to their arrest, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen, 210-224-STOP.
Cleanup is underway in Northern California after a deadly earthquake struck yesterday. Take a look at this aftermath right here behind me. We know at least 2 people were killed in this earthquake. 12 other people were hurt, and tens of thousands of homes and businesses, as you could see here along the West Coast, still remain without power. The magnitude 6.4 earthquake happened near Ferndale, a small community about 200 miles northwest of San Francisco. Damage to buildings and infrastructure is still being assessed this morning. The state's governor proclaimed a state of emergency for the area last night.
Topping your morning consumer news, Wells Fargo has agreed to pay $3.7 billion to settle allegations it charged illegal fees on loans and checking and savings accounts. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau ordering the bank to use $2 billion of that to refund customers. Chemical giant 3M now says it'll stop making so-called forever chemicals by the year 2025. They earned the nickname for how long they stick around in the environment. Many have been linked to health problems from cancer to low birth weight.
Elon Musk claims he will resign as CEO of Twitter, but of course with one catch. He says he'll resign, quote, as soon as I find someone foolish enough to take the job, end quote. People responding to his own Twitter poll voted 57 to 43% in favor of Musk stepping down. And more history this morning for Argentina's soccer hero Lionel Messi. A picture of him hoisting the World Cup after last Sunday's final is now Instagram's most liked image. It's posted on Messi's official page. The picture has nearly 70 million likes and counting.
607, 39 degrees. You're watching GMSA.
And still ahead on GMSA, Christmas Day is almost here, but a lot of people are still shopping for their presents, myself included. Coming up a little later, we've got some last-minute gift ideas if you're starting to panic.
And are you getting ready to travel for the holidays? Some of you probably are. Roads and airports are expected to be absolutely mad this week because of that massive winter storm hitting many parts of the U.S. What you need to know before you hit the road, coming up.
And going outside with live cam this morning, a chilly start to your Wednesday. Justin is standing by with the very latest on our forecast this week.
We have some late breaking news. Hall of Fame running back Franco Harris has died. He was 72. Harris's Heads Up Thinking authored the so-called Immaculate Reception, was considered the most iconic play in NFL history. Harris ran for more than 12,000 yards and won 4 Super Bowl rings with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 1970s. Again, Franco Harris dead at 72.
Yeah, and the Raiders are actually going to play the Steelers this week to commemorate that 50 years since that happened. So tough news there.
What a
Steelers
coincidence.
Fans. So moving on now to the massive winter storm bearing down on tens of millions of Americans. It's spreading heavy snow and record-breaking cold temperatures in the Rockies and upper Midwest today.
And of course, it's all happening just in time for the holiday travel rush. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more.
This morning, a blockbuster winter storm is taking shape, carrying with it blizzard conditions and life-threatening cold. 85 million Americans across 28 states from Montana to Alabama are now under storm watches and warnings.
Let's time out where the snow is going to drop in Denver and Omaha, in places like Minneapolis. Then that low pulls towards Chicago. That's when it rapidly intensifies. It bombs out. Those winds are going to get fierce on the front and the back side of this thing. Blizzard conditions across Chicago, maybe as far south as St. Louis, in through Detroit come Friday morning. Heavy rain and wind on the front side, damaging winds potentially along the I-95 corridor.
With tomorrow expected to be the busiest day of the week for air travel, major airlines are already offering waivers for passengers headed through airports in the storm zone.
Most airlines, especially if it's weather related, will usually email you or text you like the day before and give you the option of changing your flight.
And it's not just the weather. A now-resolved technical glitch at British Airways triggered a global disruption, passengers facing delays up to 20 hours. If your flight gets canceled, experts say act fast, rebook on the airline's app, or head to the airline agent's desk right away, calling customer service while you wait. And they say kindness is key. The desk agent has the most power to help you.
Just need to calm yourself down. Everything will sort itself out.
Andrew Dimber, ABC News, New York.
It's been a very busy traffic morning. Unfortunately, a deadly morning out there on the roadways. Let's check in with Stephen Cavazos to see the very latest out there.
You're right, RJ, and it's really all been in one spot. 410 there at Culebra is the latest problem, but we have to get a wider look now. This is actually a secondary crash that was reported by TxDOT just a few minutes ago. But as RJ mentioned, we did have a deadly incident along 410 as you approach State Highway 151. Not far from this new incident. Now, Katrina Weber has been live there throughout the morning, and we'll get an update a little bit later on in that spot. But the highway has reopened despite that the fact that we are seeing some flashing lights out there. Again, a secondary crash reported there along 410 in those westbound lanes as you approach Culebra Road. And this could be because of the incident that we saw a little bit further down there near State Highway 151. A little bit of red and yellow that's building out there. Not a whole lot, but keep in mind 410 is one of those spots where we do have a lot of folks that travel through. There's also construction, and anytime you throw in an incident, it's going to be a pretty messy commute for drivers. So just be wary of that. But thankfully, the wide look of the map just shows a lot of green out there. So if you have to travel in the next few minutes or so, you are in luck. Just remember to drive safe. Despite the fact that we are not seeing a whole lot of folks out there this early in the morning, we still have some that still have to commute for work or other purposes. Just drive carefully there. And we're going to watch this spot along 410 at Culebra. But it doesn't look as bad as what we saw earlier along State Highway 151. So hopefully we'll have a better update in the next few minutes.
Thank you, Stephen. We're all about to get a crash course in wind chills here in South Texas.
Have I mentioned it's going to be cold?
Yeah.
Did I say that earlier?
Once or twice.
Yeah. Yes. Wind chill is going to be a big factor here. We know that Friday morning, and it's going to get to that point where you may not want to be outside, at least not in the morning. As we go outside for you right now, we've got 39 degrees at the airport, 40 at Stinson, 38 Kelly, 37 at Randolph, and the winds are all light at this hour. So we don't have a wind chill this morning to deal with. And temperatures are down to freezing. It was 30 last hour in Kerrville, 32 now, 36 Hondo, 44 Pleasanton, around San Antonio. Upper 30s to low 40s. So we'll maybe drop a degree or two more before it's all said and done, and then temperatures will begin to rebound. We think by midday, probably up around 50 or so. Not a bad day, but I will tell you there will be some high clouds streaming across. So off and on cloud cover. The sun will be out from time to time too, unlike yesterday where it was cloudy all day long. And then by the afternoon, with some peaks of sun, we should get those temperatures up into the upper 50s. Some places may get up to 60 degrees or so. Here's the big picture across the state. And you see the high clouds streaming through. So this will be a constant pretty much today. And that's out ahead of our big storm system, which is finally starting to take shape now. We see the snow across the higher elevations in the Rocky Mountains, and then snow is starting to develop across parts of Minnesota and the Dakotas. And this is where they're going to get blasted by winter weather. Not only cold, but precipitation as well. We do not anticipate any precipitation across the state of Texas. So if you're driving next few days, it'll be fine. Just know that it will be very, very cold, especially as you go into North Texas. Negative 31 right now in Edmonton. We've been watching that temperature pretty closely to tell us exactly where that cold area is, but it is starting to spill south. Casper's at 27, but probably we'll see falling temperatures today, and that cold air pushes further south. And by tomorrow morning, single digits potentially in the Texas panhandle. And then by midday, that front's on our doorstep. So we think that's probably when we reach our high temperature tomorrow, right around lunchtime, 61 or so. And then temperatures begin to really fall. By 4 o'clock, we're in the 40s. We've got 30s in the hill country already. Could even be below freezing by dinner time in the hill country. And then from there, it's just a tumbling of temperatures down into the mid-20s, and then eventually close to 18 here in San Antonio by Friday morning, 12 in Kerrville, 12 in Fredericksburg. We've talked about the temperatures quite a bit, but we do need to mention the wind. This is going to be another big factor to all of this because gusts are possible 40 to 45. Now this model is just 50. I don't think we go quite that high, but gusts 40 to 45 will blow around a lot of things. And if you don't have the Christmas decorations secure, they could easily blow away. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. And this is tomorrow evening into Friday morning. We're still getting gusts close to 25 7 a.m. Friday morning. That's why wind chills will be in the single digits. So we mentioned the wind, cold, very cold, some dangerous wind chills, especially Friday morning. And then as we get into the next few days, the good news here is we're not expecting travel issues across the state. No ice or snow, at least here. Now, nationally, that's not the case. But it should be, most of the roads across the Lone Star State will be just fine. 62 Thursday with falling temperatures, 35 Friday. We do get back above freezing briefly Friday afternoon with sun. And that's the case also Christmas Eve and Christmas Day after some very cold mornings. So a hard freeze Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, but the afternoons, if you don't mind a little bit of a chill to the air, will be very nice. You just don't want to be standing in the shadows. Then 60 Monday, 63 Tuesday. Next week looks like we'll see a pretty significant warm-up.
I imagine unless folks are running to church or maybe grabbing a meal, the roads are going to be pretty desolate this weekend.
Exactly. Not a lot of people on the roads. And as I said, the roads will be just fine. We've got that question a lot. People are hearing cold.
Yeah.
Are the roads going to be icy? And the answer is no.
You've taken ice and snow out of the equation.
Correct.
Completely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be good to see some sun out there as well as people head out for family gatherings or get-togethers.
That's right. Justin, thank you. 6:18, 39 degrees on your Wednesday morning.
And speaking of Christmas, we are almost in the final hours before the holiday. Do you have all your gifts yet? We have some last-minute present ideas coming up. And as we head to break, here's what some holiday traditions are for some of us here at KSAT 12 and what they have to look forward to every year.
My name is Stefania Jimenez. I'm an anchor here at KSAT News, and one of my favorite holiday traditions is done Boricua style, baby. So what my family and I do is we make pasteles, which is our version, the Puerto Rican version of tamales. Those are actually done weeks before. And we also make pernil, which is pork shoulder, and arroz con gandules. And the whole house smells like it, and I swear whenever I smell that, it smells like Christmas to me. So that's basically our Christmas tradition. Us, all in the kitchen, cooking, dancing, laughing, very loud music, and that's just how we do Christmas at my house. We just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday season, and of course, Feliz Navidad.
We did it, Wilbur! Huzzah! Why do you get the armrest? Why shouldn't I?
If you're on a flight, you need to share the armrest. And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
I didn't get peanuts. Oh well.
Did you hear that, Jimmy? It's the sound of your sandpaper skin shredding the sheets. You need Jergens Ultra Healing Lotion.
Much softer.
Now, if only it could soften the snoring.
I snore?
And Double Butter Besties, Shea and Cocoa Butter Moisturizer. Jergens.
Hey, Maddie.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Time now is 6:23, and no need to panic, but the Christmas holiday is just days away. So have you completed all of your holiday shopping? Here's ABC's Rena Roy with some last-minute gift ideas.
Christmas Day is almost here.
There's always a little bit of panic that sets in if you don't have a gift yet. You can run out and buy something, yes, but that's kind of why we invented the internet.
When it comes to last-minute gift giving, CNET editorial director Dan Ackerman says to opt for a digital gift.
It's, just as good and often better received than something physical that maybe you don't want and you have to return.
There are many types of subscription services that can still be a meaningful present.
A lot of the digital subscription-based gifts you would get for people would be a subscription to a service either they already have or one that they want to get, whether it's Netflix or Hulu or Xbox Game Pass. So things that are not physical, but you still get to use them, month after month.
You can also buy a subscription box service so your loved one receives physical items in a box each month. There are all sorts of subscription boxes, from beer to makeup or books. You can also surprise them with a familiar face.
My other last-minute gift, and it might take a couple of days to get to it, is a really fun service called Cameo, where celebrities, mostly B-list to Z-list, will record a personal greeting for your friends or family.
And if you're really down to the wire, you can get a digital gift card sent to your loved one's email inbox in minutes. Rena Roy, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, Christmas isn't quite here yet, but the party's already getting started in New York City. The 2023 numbers have arrived in Times Square in time for the annual New Year's Eve party. The 7-foot numbers illuminated with the help of 602 energy-efficient LED light bulbs. People also have a chance to take photos with the 2023 numerals till noon on Friday. Then they'll be hoisted onto the roof of One Times Square.
Yeah, always a great holiday tradition out there in New York City. Yeah, ready for New Year's as well. It's coming fast. All right, taking a look at timer and temperature. It is now 6:25 and still hanging in there at 39 degrees.
Still ahead in our next half hour, we'll tell you about a murder mystery nearly 6 years in the making. San Antonio police now asking for your help to solve it.
And a quick look at the roads outside with TransGuide. Stephen Cavazos with the very latest on this incident here at Loop 410 at Culebra Road. We will be right back.
Things go wrong for a woman behind the wheel of a car. She was killed, a passenger injured. I'm Katrina Weber. I'll have that story coming up.
The waiting game over Title 42 continues this morning. I'm Morgan Norwood, and I'll have the very latest from the border here in El Paso, Texas. That's coming up.
A terrifying scene on the city's northeast side after a woman is shot in the head after she left a bar with her friends. What police know so far about the suspect coming right up.
Outside with live cam this morning, waiting for the sun to come up. Already down into the 30s this morning. We've been kind of hanging there. We already know bitterly cold temperatures are on the way. One thing we are focusing on this morning is how windy it's going to be. Christmas decorations, if they're not tied down or clipped down, they might be gone by tomorrow night.
Yeah, definitely a good reminder there as we welcome you back to Good Morning San Antonio on this Wednesday, December 21st.
It's been great having RJ Marquez here on us, GMSA, with us this morning.
Yeah,
RJ?
It's been a great time so far. The Bro Show that we have dubbed it so far, it's been going pretty good.
It has been going very well. Justin is here. He's in for Mike Osterhage out on the holiday, and we're already talking watches and warnings as far as winter weather.
You know, I was thinking about it. Usually when we get down, we haven't had a freeze yet officially in San Antonio, at least at the airport. And usually we ease into it. You know, we have a day where we're 31 or 30. Not this year. Nope. We're going from no freeze down to 18. I mean, it's that's just the way it's going to end up being. So we are prepared now. Most of us are prepared, or at least getting prepared for that big freeze that is set to hit into Friday morning. And teens, a good bet here around South Texas. Wind chill watches are in place. Hard freeze watches are in place for a large portion of Texas. And winter weather watches and advisories go all the way up the plains, all the way up to Canada. So this is not just affecting us, it's a large portion of the country. The good news, as we've been saying, no ice or snow here. It's just cold. And I think we're more or less prepared for it. 32 degrees Kerrville, 38 New Braunfels, 43 right now Pleasanton, 42 in Gonzales. It's 39 here in town, in upper 30s. Around Bexar County right now. Very quickly, the pollen count molds, they jumped up to the moderate category yesterday, probably come down a little bit today. Mountain cedar should behave itself today, but after that, all bets are off because we get gusty north winds coming in by tomorrow afternoon. 37 by 8 o'clock, 42 9 a.m. by noontime, 50, mostly cloudy. We're 56, 57 this afternoon with southerly winds anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Another look at the front, the timing, and we'll get one last look at some preps you can take coming up a little bit later. Let's get over to Stephen now, who's been very busy this morning.
Thanks, Justin. I appreciate that. You know, we really have been keeping a close eye here at 410 at Culebra because it's been a problem spot, 410 in general. But let's get a wider look at TransGuide because better news to report here. We did have a crash that was actually causing some delays for drivers out there. But within the last few moments, as Justin was updating his forecast, it looks like that has already cleared out. And you can see that there are still a few road flares out there, but first responders have already just cleared that scene. But it really has been a big problem there in those westbound lanes. Now, Culebra Road is where we located that crash just a few minutes ago, but there was a first crash that was actually reported near State Highway 151, a deadly crash at that, and that's actually where we find our Katrina Weber, who is live there now. Katrina, I assume the highway has reopened?
Yeah, it's a very different scene from what we saw all morning. Police and everyone else who was out here have cleared out traffic back to normal here. But again, it was closed for a good part of the morning, all due to a deadly crash. Let me give you a look at that video. This goes back to about 2:30 this morning. Police say there was only one car involved in that crash, a car which contained two women in their 20s. For some reason, the driver lost control. The car ended up rolling over, and police say the driver was ejected during the crash. She did die here at the scene. Her passenger was injured. She was taken to a hospital, and police were out here for several hours investigating, trying to figure out exactly what went wrong for her, but they did not give us any update on exactly what caused the crash other than she lost control. The highway had been shut down, but again, it opened up probably about 25 minutes ago or so. So things back to normal in this area near Loop 410 and 151. Reporting live on the west side, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Katrina. New this morning, the search is on for a suspect who San Antonio police say shot a woman he knew after she left a local bar. Happened just before midnight last night on O'Connor Road on the northeast side near Fountainwood Drive. Police say the 24-year-old woman and her friends had just left Two Rivers Tavern and were driving on O'Connor when a man on a motorcycle pulled up next to them and started shooting. The woman was hit in the back of the head and is in critical condition at an area hospital. A passenger in the car was also hurt and taken to the hospital.
Nearly 6 years later, and police are still trying to find the person who killed this woman in her Northwest Side apartment. She is 31-year-old Maria Gabrielle Rodriguez. Police say she died on December 22nd of 2016 after someone stabbed her inside her apartment at Jackson Keller and Vance Jackson. If you know anything that can help police find the person who killed her, go ahead and call Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen right now, 210-224-STOP.
Here we go again. A new warning for parents about a troublesome TikTok challenge that could lead to some deadly shootings. Cibolo police are urging parents to talk with their kids about the dangers of this new trend. Officers say the challenge encourages teens to kick a door of an unsuspecting resident. Of course, it could have deadly consequences. Police warn a homeowner could assume someone is breaking in and defend their family or property with violence. They also warn teens could face a variety of charges because of the challenges. Homeowners are encouraged to report any of this activity.
And a reminder, we've been talking about this all morning. Freezing weather is fast approaching, and city warming centers will be open around the time that this cold front is expected to arrive later this week. So here's a list of all 7 warming centers on your screen right there. They will open tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So anyone coming to the center is told to bring clothes, supplies, and any medications that you may need. And you can't forget about your four-legged friends. They will also be kennels available. This is at the Normoil, Southside Lions, and Garza centers.
Now to the border crisis in Title 42, the pandemic-era order under the Trump administration allowing the U.S. to turn asylum seekers away. Now, that policy was set to expire today, but the U.S. Supreme Court put the rollback on hold. The Biden administration is now responding to the High Court. ABC's Morgan Norwood has more.
This morning, mounting uncertainty over Title 42. It comes as the legal challenges over the pandemic-era policy allowing the U.S. to turn away asylum seekers continues to play out. The Supreme Court putting the rollback on hold, and the Biden administration asking the High Court to reject a bid by 19 GOP-led states to keep the policy in place. With the decision on what comes next down to the wire, pressure is building in El Paso, where the mayor says shelters are already packed to the brim.
We want to make sure that we're prepared. We've heard that numbers are really big in Mexico, Red Line Waters, and there's probably over 20,000 over there today that are waiting for Title 42 to be lifted.
While it's clear migrants are still coming in and in large numbers, the surge appears to be waning, at least in the El Paso area for now. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the number of migrant crossings has dropped to 1,500 per day. That's down from 2,500 at one point earlier this month. Still, the Texas National Guard beefing up security along the border, hundreds of troops on the ground, wire fencing, Humvees surrounding that area. Title 42 has emerged as a hot-button political debate, with many Republicans and some Democrats arguing that it's critical to border control, while immigration advocates and most Democrats say it undercuts the asylum system. This couple from Venezuela tell me they journeyed through 5 countries and the dangerous Darien Gap in order for a chance at refuge from their violence and poverty-torn homeland, saying, "We want to offer a bright future for our kids." Should the Supreme Court lift Title 42 restrictions, the Biden administration wants it to stay in place until at least after the holidays. It just buys them a little extra time to prepare. And on that front, officials here in El Paso say they've identified 2 vacant schools that could serve as temporary shelters. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, El Paso, Texas.
Some of the other top stories we're following for you this morning. A big day in D.C. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky will pay a visit to Washington later today.
And it will be his first trip outside his country since it was invaded by Russia. Zelensky will visit the Oval Office this afternoon for extended talks with President Joe Biden, who will announce that nearly $2 billion in additional security assistance will be sent to Ukraine. Zelensky will then address members of Congress on Capitol Hill in primetime. The visit by the Ukrainian leader to Washington is considered a remarkable moment in the 10 months since Russia's war in Ukraine began. And a parade in Buenos Aires to celebrate the return of Argentina's World Cup championship team was abruptly cut short as millions of people poured onto the streets in a chaotic attempt to catch a glimpse of the team members.
Yeah, listen to this. So many fans swarmed the Argentine capital. And look at this video that the players were forced to abandon that open air bus taking them into Buenos Aires. They instead had to board helicopters for a Capitol flyover. The government billed as an aerial parade. The success of the Lionel Messi-led squad brought much needed good news for the soccer crazed but economically hurting nation, where nearly 4 in 10 citizens live in poverty. Right now, it is 6:39, 39 degrees.
All right, and coming right up, still ahead on GMSA, the not-so-sweet side of artificial sweeteners, why they may not be the best thing for your health, and some of the best alternatives coming up next. 6:42, welcome back. Well, lots of people turn to artificial sweeteners as a sugar alternative. You may even be adding some to your coffee right now.
Now, many think those sweeteners are a healthier option, but as Nancy Alvarez explains, they may not be so great for your health after all.
Whether it's the yellow one or pink one, replacing sugar with artificial sweeteners may not be your best choice.
I mean, they're chemically processed, right? Splenda actually has chlorine in it. It's like chlorine is in the compound.
A new study in the British Medical Journal found artificial sweeteners are linked to an increased risk of cardiovascular and coronary heart diseases.
Basically, what they saw is that people who had as little as 2 packets a day or like 4 ounces of soda, which, you know, most sodas are more than 4 ounces, they had a 9% higher risk of heart attack and 18% higher risk of stroke.
It can also mess with metabolism.
I think the body's kind of like, well, should I secrete insulin? Wait, this is not real sugar. Or, you know, so the whole balance between insulin and glucose over time is getting totally screwed up.
Baptist Health holistic cardiologist Mona Shaw says there are some good, healthy alternatives.
I usually recommend to my patients stevia, monk fruit, and there's a newer kid on the block called allulose, which actually has some fiber in it as well.
All of them are plant-based and help you get the sweet taste you're craving without harming your heart. I'm Nancy Alvarez reporting.
Right, RJ, 6:44.
Yeah, 6:44, and taking a look now at some of the traffic. Stephen, how are things looking out there? It's been a very busy morning so far.
Well, sweet. A lot better, though. And what we saw earlier, 410 was a big problem spot. We did have a crash that was causing a lot of issues out there, a deadly crash at that, but that is cleared out, as we just heard from Katrina a little while ago. Let's get a wider look now and see what else we can expect around town. There's 410, better shot there. Also at Loop 410 at Crossroads, that's a pretty busy area, but keep in mind, a lot of folks are staying home today. They're probably watching us, enjoying a coffee from the comforts of their couch. So good for you. But if you do have to head out in the next few moments, this is what you can expect along 410 at East Houston. A little bit of light traffic and a better shot there, US 90 at 410. But keep in mind, we did have some problems, unfortunately, over on the west side of town where we did have that deadly crash that was reported near State Highway 151. Again, that did clear out, and we're going to hear more details a little bit later on in the day. But right now, what we can expect are just some quiet roadways as we get the commute rolling. If you have to roll out of town, just remember to drive safe and make sure you check your vehicles for any of those big travel plans. But we leave it here. We're 37 at Houston. Again, things are moving along just fine. Just.
Thank you, sir, and happy winter solstice to everyone. That is today. We officially go into winter around 3:48 p.m. this afternoon. Of course, we get our seasons because of the tilt of the Earth. The Earth's axis is tilted away from the sun during the winter, so we have our shortest day and longest night in northern hemisphere. We enter into winter, and then winter shows up in a big way because as we get into tomorrow, that big cool down is slated to come through right around noontime or just thereafter. And that's when temperatures really fall. 32 degrees right now in Kerrville, 33 Fredericksburg, 41 New Braunfels, 39 in San Antonio. So it's chilly out there this morning, but not bitterly cold. 37 Bulverde. We are below freezing or at freezing in places like Comfort, Bandera, and Bernie Stage as well. As we go outside for you, starting to see a little bit of light on the horizon. Should be a really beautiful sunrise if you want to go snap some photos. I think we'll get some good colors because when you have high clouds like this and the sunrise, usually a good combination. Temperatures, 39 degrees, as we said, northwesterly winds at about 3. Your forecast today, 42 by 9 a.m. By noontime, we'll call it partly cloudy, 50. We'll get high clouds off and on today, so it'll be a mixture of sun and clouds, but I do think we see some sun today, unlike yesterday, and that should get temperatures up to around 57 or so. If you're doing some traveling, today there could be a few issues up across the Pacific Northwest. It's tomorrow where I think the impacts really start to show up. So we start to get into some of the population centers here when it comes to snow and bitter cold. Minneapolis, Omaha, Wichita, Oklahoma City. If you have plans to travel north, know that there could be some delays. We do not expect any wintry weather across the state of Texas, other than maybe in the extreme northern parts of the Texas Panhandle. Then as we get into Thursday, Chicago starts to become affected by blizzard-like conditions. Detroit, Cleveland, down to Indianapolis, St. Louis. So this is where we expect there will be quite a few travel issues. When it comes to flights, you'll want to check ahead. That's looking across the country. For us, the frontal timing, tomorrow morning is when it starts to move into the hill country. We think around lunchtime or just thereafter here in San Antonio, and then by the afternoon moving through our southern counties. It will be a dramatic drop in temperature, 60s to 30s by the evening hours, and there are those gusty winds we've been talking about, gusts to 40 miles per hour. The winds will be very, very strong right behind this front. That means we'll have wind chills as early as Thursday afternoon, but those wind chill values drop to single digits by the time we get into Friday morning. This is a look at tomorrow's forecast. We've got 61 at noontime, but we're down to 42 by 4 o'clock, 26 by 8 p.m., and 23 by midnight. That should show clear skies at night. And as we look at the lows Friday morning, down to 18 here in San Antonio, 12 in Kerrville, 12 in Fredericksburg. It is going to be bitter cold Friday morning, along with those single-digit wind chills that we talked about. You still have some time to prep for this, by the way, today and early tomorrow. We've said this a lot this week, but we'll reiterate one more time. Bring the pets indoors, bring the sensitive plants indoors or cover them. And when it comes to the pipes, you want to insulate exposed pipes, ones that are exposed outdoors, and spigots, drip faucets if you want. Keep cabinets open. And people, don't forget to check on those who don't have central heating. We all want to stay warm through a situation like this. We don't think it's going to be a huge issue like back in 2021. We have power. Everything should be fine. We've been down in the teens before, but we do want to prep for it just to be safe as temperatures do get bitterly cold. 35 Friday, 40 on Saturday, 51 Sunday. We do get back above freezing during the afternoons, but those mornings will be very chilly. Christmas Eve and Christmas morning especially. And then we'll get back into the 60s by Monday and Tuesday, guys.
I posted a shot of us on my KSAT Facebook page, and somebody wrote, "Good morning, guys. Justin looks like the tower standing next to you." And I responded, "He's high-rise. We're just single-story."
Yeah, he is very tall, standing right next.
That's right.
Yeah.
I always say that, I'm not that tall. It's just that I work with
some vertically challenged people.
Single story, yes. People, yeah.
It's true. It's all true. 6:49, 39 degrees.
And coming up, something we are all dealing with, soaring inflation, and many people are unsatisfied with their salaries at work. Now, it could be uncomfortable asking for a raise, but it does not have to be. Tomorrow on GMSA, we have tips on what and what not to do when asking your boss for a raise.
Outside with Live Cam, as Justin mentioned moments ago, we're expecting a fantastic sunrise this morning. And as we head to break, here's a look at some of our holiday traditions we at KSAT look forward to every year.
Holiday traditions at the Sears household. We decorate for Christmas inside and outside, but we don't start till the day after Thanksgiving. Inside, we always have a nativity scene set up somewhere. And our Christmas morning is when we open up the packages and enjoy our time together. These days, usually just me and my wife for a good part of the day. And then we have a ham for our Christmas lunch. And I want to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
A state of emergency declared in California overnight as officials assess the damage from Tuesday's 6.4 magnitude earthquake in Humboldt County.
It felt like I was in a tornado. My house is on Post and Piers, and it completely moved in circles. It was pretty terrifying.
2 people died from medical emergencies. Another dozen were injured, and that number could rise. The city of Rio Dell saw the brunt of the damage. Windows destroyed, items thrown off shelves, and entire houses are shifted off their foundations.
Open the door, and this is what I opened up to. Whole front porch fell off.
The owner of this auto parts store cleaning up glass and boarding up windows.
You couldn't walk through either aisle. My side door is inaccessible. My back door is inaccessible.
Many roads now closed for safety inspections.
You can see the cracks in the road here and the railing bends.
At least 15 homes have been red tagged, meaning they're not safe for habitation. The quake also knocking out power for 70,000 people. More than half of those affected saw power restored by last night. But residents are left shaken, with more than 80 aftershocks already reported. One came as local officials gave a news conference.
Aftershocks also.
Experts say there's now an 11% chance of a quake stronger than magnitude 5 hitting in the next week. Residents are being urged to strap down any large items.
Our priority from the very beginning is life. And so we are concerned about our residents here in the county.
Tuesday's quake was a crucial test for the earthquake warning app called MyShake. It notified 270,000 people about the quake, some getting 10 seconds notice to prepare.
It was the biggest alert for the MyShake app since it launched in 2019. Andrea Fuji, ABC News, New York.
One last look around town. Let's just get a quick peek there. Things have quieted down. In fact, no issues to report at this hour. Traffic moving without any trouble there at 37 at Houston. And you can see this is likely what we can expect as we get closer into that busy hour morning rush, but don't expect to rush outside, Justin. Pretty quiet.
Thanks, sir. We're still in the 30s right now. We'll be up into the mid-50s this afternoon. Still a fairly mild day. Tomorrow, we'll briefly make it up to around 60 or so around noontime before the bottom falls out and those temperatures tumble and very quickly down to 18 by Friday morning.
Congratulations to RJ. Just checked the box for weekday GMSA, buddy. Great job.
My pleasure.
Great having you here. Have a great day, everybody.